What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. I got another one from Warner Archive today, and it is called The Yakuza. This one's got Robert Mitchum in it. He plays a character named Kilmer, who is a private, kind of a older, retired kind of private investigator. He gets called back into service by a friend of his whose daughter was kidnapped by the Yakuza in Japan. Because Mitchum, who plays a character named Kilmer, Kilmer has experience in Japan. He served there as a soldier, and he kind of saved this lady and her daughter. And so a male relative of the lady owes Robert Mitchum a favor, even though the guy hates him because he's an American and they fought on different sides of the war. But he does owe him a favor. So Robert Mitchum goes to Japan to call in the favor. This is decades later. Because the guy was a former Yakuza, so he thought, well, he's kidnapped by the Yakuza, so this would be a good end to figure out, what the hell happened to this girl. So he goes there, and of course things are never as simple as they would seem to be, and he ends up getting pulled into this whole battle with the Yakuza over honor and this code of conduct, and all these personal entanglements and whatnot. At the time, this was called like a very violent and action-packed movie. Over time, kind of pacing has changed significantly, so it doesn't really come off that way now. I saw it as more of like a slow burn thriller, but it's by no means slow, and it's by no means dull in the least. It does have like sudden bursts of violence, and the last half hour or so is like, holy shit, it's amazing. But like I said, it is pretty much like a kind of a slow burn thriller, so it takes a while to get going at times, but that's good because it establishes like what's going on where we are. In case you weren't familiar with it, it kind of gives you the code of conduct for the Yakuza and kind of goes over some of the cultural differences between Japan and the United States. It doesn't have a lot of blood in it, but it does have a hand that gets cut off, and it like this disembodied hand flies across the screen. It's pretty cool. It's also got some pinky chopping, which if you're familiar with the Yakuza, you understand how that works. But it does have some gunplay and swordplay, but it's not like graphic blood. It's just very violent at times. The last half hour is just absolute madness. It's awesome, crazy, just a long, beautiful set piece of violent action. Robert Mitchum has a pistol and a shotgun, and he's just marching through. And Ken, who plays the guy that he kind of is entangled with over there, he just has a samurai sword, and they just basically go after the Yakuza, and it's badass. Robert Mitchum is older in this, but he's still one of the best tough guys ever. He's just super hard ass in this movie and a lot of fun to watch. That last half hour is god tier. It is so much fun to watch. It's just tough guys doing tough guy stuff, which I think is really cool. The Blu-ray from Warner Archive has a new transfer that looks amazing. It's got an old featurette, and then it's also got a commentary from the director Sidney Pollack, which I'm sure most of you are probably familiar with. The director, not the commentary track. I think this is a good movie. I think it might be a little bit slow at times for like people that don't watch a lot of movies from the 60s and 70s. But I think that the pacing is good enough to where it keeps you interested and it keeps the story developed and moving forward. And there's enough action in it to definitely keep even like ADD people interested. And it's worth seeing just for Robert Mitchum's performance, and just the balls out action finale is just epic. It's definitely worth checking out. This is available anywhere. You can go to wbshop.com, you can go to Amazon, wherever. It's normally under $20. I've seen it as low as like $10, a little bit over $10 on Amazon. So check it out. That's the Yakuza with Robert Mitchum. If you like old school tough guys, you like organized crime movies, or you just like cool old school action movies that have like the finale. I cannot say enough of how awesome the finale is this movie. I would check it out. Hopefully you like this review, and I'll have another one up soon. Thanks, guys.